Hi Kit fans, Louise with you today on behalf of Kitaholic Kits, and I'm sharing a new scrapbook layout for the May 2021 kits. Now, as you can see, I've chosen some photos and a title, and I want to use this page, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it just yet. I do like the colours, and I'm going to actually cut the paper up. So it's one of those things where I'd sort of chosen the paper because I really liked it but didn't have any clue what I was going to do with it. Now I have this idea in my head for triangles. So what I want to do first is cut all of these papers, or the one paper that I've cut into pieces, into squares, and then I'm going to cut each of them into a triangle. So after I've done that, I'm going to grab a white piece of cardstock and start to work on a background. As you know, as I started this, I didn't really have triangles in mind, but I started to cut the paper and I thought about using it in layers, and then I sort of thought, no, I like the idea of some triangles in a background. The good thing is that the papers are all coordinated for you. So you know that the colors go together. You've got elements in the kit to embellish nice and easy. It's just a matter of getting a background onto a page and starting to create. So once I'm happy with these triangles, off camera, I'm going to go ahead and stick everything down so I can start to play. Now that I have got these triangles in the background, I want to use the doily, but the photos that I've chosen and the title are just too much. They're overwhelming that triangle background. So I go back to my stash and get a smaller photo, and because my background is quite dark, I decide that I'm going to go with a lighter mount. So you can see I've used that florally kind of paper in the background. Now it's a matter of I want to embellish around my photo before I start to add anything into the background, because I know I'm not done with the background just yet. It's not that it's plain, but it's coming together slowly. It's not quite where I want it to be just yet. So once I put the cluster together, I'm going to have a bit of a think about what I want to do. So firstly, I am just going to use a black pen and highlight the borders of these triangles so that they sort of lift off the page a little bit. And once that's done, as you can see, I'm going to do a little bit of that off camera. So once that's done, I decide that I'm going to add some black splatters. I needed something. I didn't want to go too mixed media, but I needed something to bring that background in. Once the black splatters have dried off a little bit, I decide I'm going to add some white splatters. And I have pulled out this white Dilutions ink that we got in a previous kit. And you know what? Since I'm going with splatters and I've got little pops of gold in the cluster there, I decide I'm going to go with some gold splatters as well. Now that's all dried naturally overnight. I've started to glue everything and stick everything down. I need to use my title, so I've got Best Pals here, and I'm going to heat emboss that with some gold. So basically just adding the heat embossing, the gold, and then I've stuck that down. It's at this point where I want to add just a little bit more in terms of the embellishments. It didn't need much. I had a lot going on. I think the splatters worked really well for me. I just needed sort of a touch of extra embellishing just to bring this layout together. So I'm going to add a couple more things, a little title, some words, but basically the photo tells the story, and I love this way the background came together for this page. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed that from me. If you haven't already, please check out Kitaholic Kits and make sure you hit that little subscribe button.